Picture yourself sitting super comfortably on your couch right now, happily munching on a giant glowing pink donut. You know the feeling, right? Little imaginary hearts floating all around your head. It's a beautiful relationship, you and sugar. I mean, feels good, it tastes amazing, and as this explainer is going to show you, there is a very powerful, deeply biological reason why that very first bite feels so incredibly magical.
Okay, let's dive right into this. What exactly happens if you take that ancient survival fuel and you just cut it off abruptly, starting right this very second? No weaning off, no, I'll just have one more bite. What actually happens to your body if you go completely cold turkey? Well, to understand the crash, we kind of have to understand the high first.
Every single time you take a bite of something sweet, your brain literally throws a massive party. Imagine tiny versions of you throwing confetti, blasting loud music, and dancing around this glowing pool of a chemical called dopamine. It floods your system with the exact same rush of excitement you get when you, say, win a game. See, 100,000 years ago, finding a sweet piece of fruit, that meant survival. It was quick, easy energy, so your brain rewarded you for staying alive.
But here's the massive problem we face today. We aren't exactly foraging for berries in the woods anymore, are we? We are swimming in sugar. It is hiding absolutely everywhere. It's in your daily bread, your pasta sauces, those healthy-looking sports drinks, and practically every single snack on the grocery store shelf. Your brain is constantly getting triggered to throw this massive dopamine party all day, every single day.
So just like a balloon popping, the music abruptly stops. The confetti freezes in midair, the donut completely vanishes, your face goes totally blank as this massive metaphorical red countdown timer starts ticking. We are committing to zero added sugar. Let's trace exactly what happens to your biology over a 30-day challenge, and we're going to start with the absolute worst part.
The first 72 hours? Oh man, you are going to feel like absolute trash. On day one, your brain is essentially looking around the empty room, wondering where its daily dopamine party went. You're sweating, holding your head, probably looking incredibly irritated. By day 2 and day 3, the physical withdrawal really hits hard. We're talking mild headaches, intense mood swings, and this heavy, suffocating brain fog.
So why is this happening? Well, because you spent years constantly feeding your brain easy sugar, your body has completely forgotten how to efficiently use its backup system. Picture a massive, heavy-duty, fat-burning engine inside your stomach, but it's completely covered in thick, dusty cobwebs. Your body just doesn't know how to turn the thing on anymore.
You've essentially been riding a brutal blood sugar roller coaster. You slowly climb this massive peak of energy right after eating a candy bar, and then, whoosh, you plummet straight down into a dark, exhausting spike pit of low energy. Now, normally, when you hit that irritable crater, you just eat more sugar to spike back up. But on this challenge, you are stuck at the absolute bottom of the track.
The cravings at this stage are completely intense. Imagine a tiny little devil wearing a chef hat sitting right there on your shoulder, just whispering into your ear, "Come on, just eat a cookie." That little voice is exactly what drives you to stand in your kitchen at 10 p.m., staring blankly into the pantry, hoping some magical sugar-filled carb is just gonna appear out of nowhere.
But if you can just hold out, we reach day 4 and day 5. And this right here is the amazing turning point. Your body finally looks around and realizes, okay, the sugar delivery trucks aren't coming back, the easy fuel is gone, so it's forced to adapt to survive.
This brings us to the ultimate biological pivot. Your liver figures out that it really needs to save you, so it kicks into absolute high gear. It starts breaking down your stored fat to create these alternative energy molecules called ketones.
So the really crucial point here is how this completely transforms your internal machinery. Step 1, the sugar stops. Step 2, the liver attacks the stored fat. You can practically hear that old dusty cobweb-covered fat-burning engine roaring back to life, glowing with this bright, warm light. And step 3, that suffocating brain fog finally begins to lift. You wipe the sweat from your forehead and you actually start to smile again.
Because fat burns much slower and much steadier than sugar, that crazy, volatile roller coaster ride we talked about earlier, it completely stops. Your energy levels flatten out into a smooth, steady highway. That brutal afternoon slump where you feel like you desperately need to take a nap at your desk at 2 p.m., it literally just disappears.
Now we hit week 2, and it's like a light bulb goes off. You look in the mirror, and people are going to start noticing a difference just by looking at you. See, sugar causes systemic inflammation, and it actually binds to the collagen in your skin, making it way less elastic. When you halt the sugar, that inflammation just plummets. Your skin clears up,
The red bumps vanish, and the tired puffiness around your face drops away. You just look visibly healthier.
But honestly, the absolute weirdest change of all happens right inside your mouth. Your taste receptors are about to wake up from a very, very long coma. For years, a constant flood of artificial sugar has completely overloaded and numbed your senses. But after about 2 weeks of zero added sugar, those receptors reset. Picture taking a bite of a regular, ordinary apple, and suddenly your eyes light up like you've just eaten a magical, exploding piece of candy. Even simple vegetables like carrots unlock a whole new level of natural, sweet flavor. It is wild.
Fast forward to the finish line, day 30. Picture yourself standing at the top of a mountain, arms crossed, looking heroic with a cape blowing in the wind. Your body is no longer struggling from craving to craving. Nope, it is running like a finely tuned, highly efficient machine.
Internally, your stats are totally transforming. Your overall risk for heart disease drops. Your gut health is significantly better, mostly because you've actively stopped feeding the bad bacteria that literally thrive on sugar. And perhaps most importantly for your daily life, your deep sleep has drastically improved.
Think about it. When you consume sugar, especially late at night, it spikes your heart rate and keeps your nervous system on high alert. Without that chemical interference, your body can finally wind down properly. You drop into deep, restorative sleep much faster. You actually wake up feeling refreshed instead of needing 3 cups of coffee just to pry your eyes open.
Now, let's be realistic for a second. Think back to that donut. Does this mean you can never, ever eat a piece of cake, a donut, or a chocolate bar ever again? Absolutely not. You can take a deliberate bite and enjoy it. The goal of this explainer and of this whole 30-day challenge really isn't to make you permanently fear sugar. The goal is to show you how to break the addiction cycle.
Because this is the ultimate reward. It's not just about losing a bit of puffiness in your face or resetting your taste buds, though, those are definitely great perks. It's about clearing the junk out of your system so you stop needing a daily fix just to get through a regular Tuesday. You break the craving cycle. You finally step up and become the undisputed boss of your own energy levels.
So I want to leave you with this final, slightly provocative thought. You know exactly what the biology does now. You know all about the withdrawal, the keto pivot, and the incredible rewards waiting for you on the other side. So, if you could just survive those miserable first 3 days of the sugar crash, do you think you have what it takes to make it to day 30? Test your biology and find out.